And all you gotta do is just proceed through the level like a normal level. The thing about this level is like there's a lot of mobs, as you can see. There's so many of them. And yes, they do quite a bit of damage. But if you do enough damage and enough healing, you're good to go. And you get a lot of experience from this. It's an amazing map to level up on. Hey, what's up guys? It is me, Fisherman Whispers, and or Vasterz, and I'm back with another video. For this video, it is not ASMR, but I am on the game Minecraft Dungeons, and this is a tutorial, a guide. So I don't know about you, I like to AFK on video games, especially when I'm like sleeping or at work, to make it easier, you know, to lessen up the grind, so to speak. Yeah, it doesn't just go for Minecraft Dungeons. This is like a lot of other games that sometimes I just don't feel like leveling up. Instead, when I come back from work, I want my character to be leveled up and ready to go, you know? Yeah. So, if you have macros, you can use them. I do have macros for this game. All it does is just this, and it uses the abilities. You don't need them. It would help, though. But if you don't have macros, you do want certain items to AFK efficiently. These items are things like this enchantment, which is really useful. I highly recommend it. You need this one, okay? Final shout. When your health drops below 25%, all your artifacts are used, ignoring cooldown periods. Very useful. For your artifacts, you're going to have the Totem of Regeneration. This is very, very important. And then you can have either a dog or the llama or the iron golem, whichever one you prefer. Make sure you have 2 of them. So basically what's going to happen is you're just going to be standing there, you know, and then as soon as your health drops below a certain amount, immediately this drops down, so you're going to start regenerating health, and your pets are going to start fighting, defending you, you know. So that's the technique. Obviously if you have macros and, you know, things like that, then Radiance can heal you, and other stuff can heal you. It makes it a lot easier. I mean, for crying out loud, if you don't have macros, at least put something down, a coin or something to hold down the button, the attack button, so you can at least be doing this to make it easier. So I'm going to showcase several spots where I like to AFK on for this game. And the spot that I'm going to begin with is the one that I showcased on the thumbnail for this video, and it's actually one of my favorite spots. I actually got a lot of loot, but there is a catch to this certain spot. So I beat the game, right, on Apocalypse, and these enemies are very difficult to fight. Let's just say that I can't do this on the max level because they do too much damage. So this location is in Pumpkin Pastures. So what I like to do, I turn it down. Whichever one you feel comfortable with, that you know, hey, the enemies are not going to do that much damage, I can survive, I'll be fine. So let's try this one out. When I actually tried it in adventure mode too, just to be extra safe, and I got a lot of experience too. So it's pretty good. So just follow my lead, and yeah. I highly recommend at the start, instead of just walking around, get some speed boosts up in there. The ghost cloak is amazing, and so is the Nike boots right here, as you can see. So let's go all the way to the spot we have to go to. So you can literally just skip these guys. If you want to fight them, I mean, by all means you may. Personally, I just like to skip them. It does take a little bit of time to get to this certain spot. But it's definitely worth it. I mean, considering you're leveling up, getting experience, getting gear, getting emeralds while you're AFK, I mean it's pretty worth it. I'm just saying. Oh, also, why not? I could showcase this. Over here, if you want, there's actually a chest. It's hidden, but I mean, if you want to do it. I mean, look at that. I just got a decent armor there too. Pretty good. Pretty good, my friends. Pretty nice. It's a lower level armor though, of course, because low level difficulty. But it's still a unique. This might take a little bit of time. Just keep going, ignore these guys. Just keep going. And right here, when you reach this certain point, you will have to start fighting. So it's like a certain little wave. It's a really short wave, don't worry about it. But it's after this wave, that's where you get to AFK farming area. Alright. So right here, some enemies are actually going to spawn, as you can see. Quite a few of them. Once you defeat all of them, you're going to notice that they actually respawn. There we go. Just make sure you do not click on the levers. You're just going to be right here, just AFKing and getting some nice stuff. So let me actually get the setup going. So let me equip my stuff. Because I'm using a macro, I don't have to use this. But it would be nice if I had thorns though. So what I'll do, I'll put this there. I'll put... I could put this one there. I could put another golem if I wanted to, but just showcase this. I just stand right here in the middle, and let me activate my macro. Make sure I don't actually die real quick. Hold up. Do that. Let me activate my macro. It shouldn't take too long to do. And now it's actually attacking on its own. And basically what's happening right here, what I set the macro to, you don't need a macro. If you don't have a macro, you can just stand here and literally your pets will take care of this. And when you get lower HP, you know, that retribution, whatever it's called, that enchantment will, you know, heal you up. But what I have it set to for the macro, I just have it set to, okay, click 1, click 2, click 3, click E, the potion, and just hold down attack. As well as firing arrows time to time. That's literally what I have it to. As you can see, they keep respawning, and I can stand here for hours upon hours, and it's fine. There are times, though, when you're AFKing that maybe the game bugs out, and maybe a mob escaped the zone somehow. I actually encountered, it's pretty rare though from what I've seen, but before I seen a skeleton literally chilling like over here behind like the wall thing. I also seen some mobs being, yeah, I see like there was a mob right there. I seen a mob literally right here. So just be aware of that. When you're AFKing, sometimes things go unplanned. But for me, that doesn't happen often. So this is the first area for AFKing. It's pretty nice. It's pretty safe in my opinion. And yeah, the only downside, of course, is the loot you get isn't going to be that great because you turn down the difficulty to stay alive. So let's get started with the other farming area that I like to go to for AFKing. So let's get started over there. Let's return back to the camp. So that's the first one. that I enjoy. Let me actually disable the macro before I forget. There we go. Alright, so the other farming area that I like is actually in any one of these maps, really. Basically, there's this necromancer that shows up and he keeps spawning things in. And I usually like to go to Desert RuneScape, Desert Temple. And because there's quite a few of them on this map. And this is what I like, you know, there's quite a few of them. And all you have to do is literally, when he's attacking you, just stay back, don't hit him, and just attack the minions he spawns. That's physically all you have to do. So, let me equip, since you get the general idea, I'm assuming. Let me equip something that allows me to go faster. So hopefully we run into one. Hopefully. If anything, I can just turn up the difficulty just to showcase what I'm talking about. Because there's less mobs and stuff like that on this difficulty. Let me actually equip this. Oh my. Alright. Come on now. Where's he at? Hopefully you run into him. There he is. There's two of them too. So basically, watch this. When I defeat... Wait, is this Apocalypse? Oh yeah, this is Apocalypse. But it's like level 1, I believe. That's the one I selected. Right? I don't even know, man. But anyways, hopefully you get the general idea. All I'm going to do is just stand right here. Well, clear out the board real quick. Because there's some mobs that are not from him. Like these little guys are enchanted. This is a pretty bad spot, if you ask me. We gotta clear the board. These guys with the blue flames are messing things up. There's another guy right here with the blue flames. There's another guy here with the blue flames. Brother. This guy does not want to die. There we go. Okay, finally. So, I like to pick a certain spot, like in the corner somewhere, so I can get stuck there. And then just activate your macro. You know, for example, I'll be using my macro here. And you'll be attacking the mobs. And you will not be attacking the main guy, the necromancer guy. And he's just going to keep spawning in more and more and more mobs. So you're going to get experience just by chilling. And of course, if I had my macro, this stuff would activate. I'm just a general idea, you know. And of course, if you didn't have your macro, once again, make sure you have the right enchantments. And then you're good to go. So that's literally all you had to do. You can just stand here for a really long time. This is an area that I really love, or should I say this is a mob that I really enjoy, because it's such easy, fast experience, and he's like all over the map, like seriously, not just this map. And it's great, it's fantastic. But let me showcase the last area that I like to use for AFK farming. So this one is the mob spawners, which if I remember correctly, they're in the redstone mines. They might be in different areas. Anything that generates mobs, like over and over again, on repeat, that's a go-to for XP farming. So let's see if it was this map. I believe it was. As you can see, there's a mob spawner there. It spawns mobs, and I can just, like, let's say stand here. Just make sure I do not attack the mob spawner itself, and then it will continue to spawn in more and more mobs, which means more and more XP. Look at that, we just leveled up. Give it a few seconds, so on and so forth, and then we'll spawn more mobs. And because there's two here, we can take advantage of that. We could stand like right here somewhere, and we could literally capitalize on these 2 spawners here and get a ton of experience. As you can see, they keep spawning in, keep spawning in. It's very, very nice. As you can see, it's an incredible little area. This is a lot of XP right here. You just stand here and you're good to go. You know, leave it overnight, leave it while you're at work, leave it while you're at school or wherever. And it's just free XP. It's very, very nice. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the video there. These are just certain spots that I liked to use and I still enjoy to use to AFK on this game. Let me return back to the camp. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. This is definitely like something that is really neat, you know, that I really like. It's not just about this game, it's like every game, dude. If you can make the game easier, bro, just do it, you know. That's like my mentality. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you when I see you guys. My name is Fisherman Whispers and or Vasterz, and I'm signing out. May Jesus be with you and God bless. Oh, and here's another area that I actually like for XP. It's not AFK, but I thought I would mention it because it's actually really, really nice experience. It is a secret level called ? It is actually a very late game level that you can unlock. You can look up different tutorials. Basically, different maps have runes. They're really secret, like locations and spots that they're located in. But once you have them all, you go to the museum. The museum's actually over here on the map. Just follow me. And you also have to defeat the game on default 1. The easiest difficulty. Defeat the story. It's right here. And when you go here, there's this like little painting of a dog just chilling. And I mean, there it is. I already did it, so it's not going to work, but you can actually click it and it will display different locations where these runes are available. And as you can see, this is where it looks like when you finished all the runes. Click there, it's like a little paperwork. There's also 2 chests here, but once you do that, you actually unlock that level. So, like I said, there's different little secret areas where you actually get those runes at. But this is actually an incredible map. Like for the equipment as well, it's really nice, and it's very nice for XP. It's very fun, very chill. Obviously, it depends on what gear you have. I recommend a lot of AoE and a lot of healing. That's what I do recommend. I currently have a certain build that is pretty disgusting. It actually spins attack because it's an axe. And defeated mobs explode. I have radiance ×2, and I have critical hit, so it's pretty powerful. And then for the armor, I have this, pretty decent. I'm probably gonna switch it to where is it at? I just recently got it. Oh, I just seen it right there. I'm probably gonna switch it to this one for the attack speed and the better buffs. The bow, this. I recommend you have these 2 as well, by the way, just for attack speed. And all you gotta do is just proceed through the level like a normal level. The thing about this level is like there's a lot of mobs, as you can see. There's so many of them, and yes, they do quite a bit of damage. But if you do enough damage and enough healing, you're good to go, and you get a lot of experience from this. It's an amazing map to level up on.